Welcome to Umwe Africa's review of 2020. Let's revisit some of the highs and lows we experienced this year. The lockdown gave people ample chance to get creative and entertain themselves, with one of those breakout stars being Kenyan Elsa Majimbo and her style of comedy.
You haven't joined House Party, you haven't joined TikTok. It's not by mistake. It's not. You call her Rihanna, I call her best friend.
The Jerusalem Challenge took over social media when the South African song touched the hearts of people globally with its message. Thousands of people have taken part and even translated the isiZulu lyrics into their own languages. Environmental issues have been a big focus globally. The beginning of this year marked 1 year since Cyclone Idai hit, affecting Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and Malawi. In East Africa, an invasion by billions of large locusts has sent the region into a state of food insecurity as the locusts destroy crops. Ugandan youth climate activist Vanessa Nakate was the victim of racial bias when the Associated Press cropped her out of an image featuring other climate activists. The biggest story globally is the COVID-19 pandemic. It's been 1 year since China announced the first case of a then unidentified virus. Since then, it has spread wider than anyone could have imagined. The virus has not only changed our social habits, but our languages too, with words like social distancing added to them. In other health news, Africa is officially polio and Ebola free. Nigeria was the last African country to be declared free from wild polio in August. There is currently no cure for polio, but it can be prevented through immunization. The DRC announced in November that the 11th Ebola outbreak in the region was over. Ebola hit the Kivu region in the DRC in 2018. The former South African president, Jacob Zuma, finally appeared in court at a commission set up to investigate fraud and corruption-related activities under his presidency. The former Prime Minister of Lesotho, Thomas Thabane, and his wife have been implicated in the alleged involvement into his first wife's murder. Before disgraced leaders like Zuma and Thabane, Africa had a period of great leaders. The year of Africa is 1960, when 17 African nations gained independence from their former colonizers. This year marks 60 years of independence in these states. Youth-led social movements once again dominated headlines. It's been 10 years since the first digital protests, the Arab Spring, which began in Tunisia and spread throughout North Africa and to the Middle East. Whether it was the call to the end of police brutality with EndSARS in Nigeria, the demand for justice for the victims and survivors of gender-based violence in Namibia, or riots against the 36-year presidency of Yoweri Museveni in Uganda, people spoke up and took to the streets and online once again. What were your highlights? Join the conversation at Umwe Africa.